Welcome to the Valleycast, we have so much fun. Welcome Joe, Steve, Lee, and Elliott.
Elliott's getting drunk again.
What? We're all talking on the internet, we have some big laughs, so please everybody welcome. Welcome to the Valleycast. Support our Patreon.
Elliott, put that drink down.
Why are we looking at it?
Right.
So targeted.
Very targeted. I'm offended. I'm upset.
That was a cry for help for Elliott.
I think I'm blown out. Am I blown out on the mic?
Yeah.
I feel very low. I don't get drunk. I just drink a lot. There's a difference.
That's a big poppy song
I like
from the
it a lot.
90s. I don't
Thank you
get
for
drunk.
that.
I just drunk a lot.
I don't get drunk. I just
talk a lot.
I do get drunk. I just don't get drunk.
I do get drunk a
on
lot.
the podcast. I get drunk if it's like at night and it's a weekend.
Was the
some
user
Tuesdays.
Reddit user Elliott's mom?
Yeah.
No, it was Reddit user Elliott's intervention.
Whatever. Try putting up with the shit I put up with and not developing.
Elliott's intervention from the Valley folk. All right, you start, Joe. You have the first letter.
We were starting this today. Actually, Kate brought it up. She's worried.
But yes, so that intro was also included a bonus video. It's a YouTube video. And it appears to be the person who made the song, but they're just listening to it.
Is that what it is?
And half
Yeah.
of it is
That's
just the
great.
top of his head.
What's
and
his
then,
name?
And then he points the camera at the Valleycast video when it goes, "It's the Valleycast," and then he goes back to like dancing to his own song. His name is Andrew Mack, Elliott.
Thank you, Andrew.
His name is Andrew Mack,
And
and
his address is
1-900 yeah, baby. And the comments on the video here are, "This is my favorite one. This is a work of art. Very funny, although I think that L gets to drink whenever he wants to, as do I. It's a thing."
what's happening?
I'm gonna fix the Mevo.
That's more succinct than what I said.
That's so strange.
It is a thing that people do.
Guys, welcome to the
And
Valleycast.
we can do it.
From the Valley folk. It's usually Steve Zaragoza, Elliott Morgan, Joe Beretta, and Lee Newton. But today Lee is out, and we have the very dynamic Kate Elizabeth.
Hi,
Hi.
Kate.
Hi.
Thank you, Kate.
I had
Thank you
to
for
fix the
being here.
camera.
Woo, Kate.
Welcome,
I had to be here
Kate.
anyways.
Kate, you are an editor. You're a wondrous human being. You have a fun. I don't know a lot about your story, except that I know that it is interesting, but I don't know a lot about the specifics. How are you? How do you enjoy? How are you doing?
How are you this moment?
Yeah, not just a how are you. I'm not diving into.
This isn't
deep
hard. You
just
just
yet.
say how you
It's
are.
just a
This is
normal.
just 3 minutes.
He asked
This is
for
a
my
podcast.
backstory.
You
and
don't
then
have to be
he
Go
nervous
on.
about it. Yeah, I
Stop.
don't know why.
I can't
Not-
edit it if you blow out the mic.
Didn't ask.
Well,
didn't
that's
ask
not
for the
true
backstory.
because I edit dynamic
Or the
banter.
back-
You
That's a lot
can
of
you
fun.
can
Yeah.
take it down, but it's gonna be
Oh,
distorted.
absolutely, it will be.
I'm not
Steve,
taking.
Steve, turn down the audio just a little bit, but also take down her back sass about
my
like
God.
5
a little
or
bit of
6.
back sass.
I have to lower Steve's mic every podcast, and it's distorted.
I'm sorry. I'm a loud man.
I'm good.
You're doing good. This is your first time on the podcast,
Yeah,
right?
it's my first time on the podcast.
As the official guest, she's made like the drop-ins, the Canadian crosses, as they would say
Yeah.
in
The
improv.
droppings.
Yeah, she's
I'm
dropping
always in the
corner.
room,
Yeah,
but I'm never sitting here.
but you're rarely present.
Right. I'm usually shopping.
That's true. I get that though.
I wouldn't
because
be.
I take notes.
I would be. Are you taking notes?
I take notes
when
the
you
whole
do it?
podcast, and I pre-write what I'm gonna cut out.
Really? Oh, that's
Yeah.
smart.
She's very
I'll be
good
like,
at it.
Elliott said that, not allowed to say that, cut it out.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, let's start. It's naturally going to go to a little bit of an interview type scenario at the beginning of this because we want you guys to know about Kate and stuff. So let's first say more than just an editor shooter. You just graduated.
I did. I just graduated college.
Congratulations to
Thank
you. That's a
you.
feat. Definitely.
How do you feel about it?
It's actually a degree. It's a different.
Yeah,
It
feet
doesn't. I feel like nothing happened. Like I literally feel no different. I'm just like, oh, this is the rest of my life now.
Do you feel lighter? Do you feel like you have less on your plate?
No.
Yeah, you
I
were
think I just
fooled
have the
by
whole.
the-
I think it was. I always had something to do. I had
Yeah.
somewhere to show up, and I had like something I had to do. And now I'm just like, I have the rest of my life, and I'm just like
to have something to do.
to have something to do, and I'm trying to find the right thing to do.
Do you
That's
miss
always-
your friends from college?
No, I still see all of them.
Cool.
Like
Do
we
you
all,
miss my friends?
Yeah, I miss. Yeah.
Are we your friend?
I love that. That was good. Another
going on
thing
there.
that I know
Lots to
There's a
unpack
lot
there.
to unpack.
is that you have aspirations.
What's your backstory?
I do. What?
I
What?
get-
Can you ask me like a specific question?
Okay, what's
Where
your
did
backstory?
you last have lunch?
I had a Pop-Tart this
I
morning
said
that
where?
Elliott gave me.
I didn't-
Oh,
Did you
in my
bring in the
office.
Pop-Tarts? Who
He
brought in
brought
the
the
I bought the
Pop-Tarts.
Pop-Tart.
And
Good
I
job.
had
Was
Some
that
people would
lunch?
like that.
No, lunch is a piece of pizza that I carried inside today.
When did you last have lunch?
September.
Kate, aside from editing
write that
a
down.
glorious podcast that is at the top of the charts all the time, what do you want to do? You don't want to do podcasts all the time.
No, I want to be a producer. I want to write and produce full time for comedic series and animation.
Yeah.
So I'm working on that right now. For my senior thesis to graduate school, I wrote an entire season of a animated series and then had a storyboard animatic put together of the.
This is a clip of her doing that.
I can-
Drawing.
And
Yeah.
writing.
This is me writing. It's called Starcatcher, and it's something I'm working on right now. But yeah, I want to produce and write.
Follow up. How many times have I asked you to show me how cool that
A few.
thing is? Could we see it?
Yeah.
Like right now?
No,
Will you show it to us after this?
I'll overlay it. I'll overlay a tiny
smart.
little piece.
Do
little
you
piece.
do you write primarily scripts and stuff, or do you do any kind of other types of writing, or did you always do screenwriting type stuff,
Always.
or did you go from something else? Or
And when did you last
And when did you last have lunch?
And when did I last have lunch? No, I've always, I've always written I didn't even know there were scripts when I was a kid. When I learned, it starts with editing. When I was 11, I taught myself how to edit on Sony Vegas Studios.
Yeah.
Yeah, on my parents' computer in the basement. I would just sit down there, and then me and my siblings would do little sketches. And then I was they were like, "What do I say now? What do I do?" And so I started writing the
Fun.
outlines to the
Cute.
comedy.
Real
And
cute.
this is in
the
the
comedic-
tropical climate of Ohio, correct?
No, Indiana.
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 Older siblings?
Indianapolis.
Tropical Indiana.
Tropical
Indiana.
Indianapolis by
That's
a
the name of the
cornfield.
city. Tropical.
That's where I grew up. I grew up in Indiana, and so and then
Were
I
these
went.
younger siblings that you were? I can't really hear myself. What's happening?
Yeah,
I turned you all the way down.
Are they younger siblings or older siblings?
I've got 5 siblings. I've got one older, and the rest are younger.
Which ones were you directing in your?
The ones that were a couple years younger than me.
The little
They're
ones
easier to
you can make
control.
it-
Yeah.
okay.
My older brother was never in my videos.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I started writing then, and then I went to college in Illinois for a while and did multimedia studies with a filmmaking thing.
Cool.
Then I moved out here. I was like, I want to be a director, and then I was like, eh.
Did you know anybody when you moved out here?
No, I knew nobody when
Wow.
I moved out here.
Way to go.
I had one person that was an old friend from a film camp, and that's it.
Cool.
I just recently spoke to one Mr. Ben Meckler.
I love Ben.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who is
yeah,
a friend
Ben
of mine.
Meckler.
Yeah.
He
And
helped me so much.
I just saw him at a party and your name came up
Oh.
and he
cool.
was like, dude, she's so great. I remember she wanted advice and so we got coffee and he's like, and she was really she really listened and I felt really good about it and it was a really great experience for me. And he was like, she's a great gal. I'm glad you guys are working with her.
yeah. So
Very cool.
wow, weird loop around. So yeah, when I moved out here, I didn't know anybody, and I just knew the kind of shows I looked up to. And Ben Meckler wrote for Adult Swim and Final Space and everything, and so I just emailed him and asked if I could talk to him, and he was like, "Yeah, in a month." And I was like, "Cool." And so I waited a month, and then I met up with him in a coffee shop, and I instantly loved him because he showed up in a pink poodle T-shirt, playing a Nintendo, as he walked in.
Perfect.
And he's like, I gotta walk my dog after this. And I was
Skinned
like,
a poodle.
all right. Yeah, he was
That's
super.
fun.
He was the first person that was really kind to me for without need with
Yeah.
no motive. He was so kind. He gave me a list of places. He's like, you just moved here? I was like, yeah. He's like, here's everywhere you need to go.
Cool.
He goes, if you ever write anything and you want me to read it, send it to me.
What a sweetie.
Yeah.
Shout
so
out to
he's
Ben.
Ben Meckler.
He's
was
the guy
amazing.
that does all those amazing
Yeah.
tweets about movies, movie
So
reviews.
I think
yeah.
it's a good thing to point out because Elliott has a couple of those stories as well. Sometimes it's you're afraid. They say don't meet your heroes, don't meet your idols, blah blah
Yeah.
blah. But reach out sometimes. You
Just
did it
ask.
with Joel McHale and
Yeah.
the bassist from Weezer.
Weezer, yeah.
And
Wow.
they both said
Yeah.
yes.
That's
Very
so cool.
They
fun.
do
Yeah.
say don't meet your idols, but I met Billy Idol and I thought he was wonderful. Honk. Let me
Yeah.
write that joke
Well,
down.
write that down.
That's
Steve.
what I always say. I say just ask. They'll say the worst thing is they're too busy or they say no. So
Right.
Or
exactly.
you don't get a response, but
Anyway.
you
Yeah.
see that it's seen.
Um,
It's all very good. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry to railroad
People
that.
are nice.
no.
But but it connected because Ben,
Yeah.
you had met with Ben and he helped you.
Yeah, and he has a similar story where he just packed up all his stuff from Florida and moved
Yeah.
out here, and I was like, how do I do it? And he's like this.
Well, yeah, we're skipping a big old part, aren't we? You went from Indiana to Florida for a while.
Yeah, I went. I grew up in Indiana, started college in Illinois, spiraled out a little bit, moved to Orlando, worked at Disney World for a little bit, got my life together, and then I applied to colleges out here. And then once I got into a film program, I moved out here.
What'd you do
finish
at
my
Disney?
I feel like we have similar stories, except you just took all of my pieces and you broke it apart and you rearranged it different ways.
Yeah, because the Disney
Well,
stuff
that's actually
too.
funny.
Yeah.
Do you want to if you want to know my story about how I got here? It starts with it's Elliott. So I was a huge fan of Mike Falzone growing up, and
I've heard of him.
I met him first, and then I became a fan because I was in Indiana and I went to the Subbox tour, which was a tour he did with like Megan Tonjes and Tessa Violet, like back like I don't even know what year it was.
When he was doing more music than comedy.
Yeah.
When he was doing music, so
yeah,
he could
music.
tell jokes in between
Yeah,
songs.
and so I loved Mike Falzone. And so I'd lived out here for like 5 months, I think, and I was like, oh, he does shows. Like, he does shows out here. And so I just started searching his shows. I found Friends of Friends, showed up. You performed.
I didn't know this. That's cool.
Yeah, you
I knew it was
performed.
something like that. I knew it was some connection. I knew you
Yeah,
were aware, but
yeah.
that's cool.
And
okay,
so
cool.
I loved Mike, saw you.
Okay, maybe you guys save it for your podcast, so and
And-
then we'll talk about Kate more.
And so that's when I found you on Twitter. You had changed your @name to Elliott of the Valley Folk at the
Oh,
time because
cool.
you were just launching this, and I was
Yeah.
like, "What's that?" And then yeah,
Yeah, and then you reached out, and
then
it was a
I
very
I
well-worded
looked
email.
at what you guys were doing. I really really liked it.
It's
And I found all of your email addresses.
yeah, it's interesting because you have what a lot of like young up and comers in this industry have, which is which a lot of people don't have, which is the drive to just fucking reach out to people.
Just ask.
Like I talk to so many people that are just like, what do I do? What do I do? And it's like,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I did what I did, and that's how it worked for me. I can't. There's no secret formula,
There's no
but
one way.
but like reaching out to people seems to have really, really worked for you.
Apparently, yeah.
Like in almost every way
Every
when you do
formal
it.
job I've ever applied to, I never get it, and then I just email
mean-
someone, and they're like, "Okay."
What do
Yeah.
they say? Like, what success is luck plus hard work or whatever. And you did. You had that luck that just landed your email in our inboxes at the right time when
Yeah.
we needed a you. And since other people have done it, and there isn't time. We don't have the space or the need for people like that. And you
Right.
landed perfectly, and here we are.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember when someone put their resume under the door, and then you told me you're going to replace me because he formatted his
Yeah.
better.
It's like, get out.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how I
get
got
out.
here.
Kate signed in.
Very
Kate,
cool.
Kate was part of our Airbnb days.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, our first office
Yeah.
was an Airbnb
That was
because
so
our business
sketchy.
partners suggested that we not meet somewhere like one of our homes because we'd be distracted, and we go to a place where we can all meet together and make it feel like we're starting up a little business.
think it worked.
And it totally worked. It totally worked. I had a great time there. I have some very fond memories of being there, except for the fact
The
that
kidney stones.
during that time I had kidney stones. But it was still such a weird time in
Yeah,
my life.
I would walk to the Hollywood Walk of Fame to get our coffee, and I'd lug it right back up the hill and
Yeah.
then climb the staircase.
It was very like
then-
romantic. I remember being
Yeah.
sad when we left.
Me too. I was
I liked
genuinely
it, though.
sad
so
about
quirky. Yeah, it was such an old Hollywood, like tiny Airbnb,
Exactly.
no
Yeah.
real AC. It was very.
It was the
fun.
Hollywood story of our Hollywood story that none of us really had, because I moved to the Valley immediately
Yeah.
when I was in LA. I didn't do the traditional like try to be an actor thing because I was doing YouTube and MySpace and being a digital creator and yada yada yada. So we never, and I think I might be not. I don't think I'm speaking for you guys. You moved to the Valley immediately. Anyways, we weren't living in seedy downtown Hollywood
yeah,
trying
exactly,
to
yeah.
make it.
I've-
we weren't in
forever.
the shit.
And this was it. Like we had our little Hollywood bungalow that we would go to and
Yeah,
work.
finally we did it.
Yeah.
We set it up for ourselves.
Walk down to that cafe by UCB and
Yeah.
eat there. It was kind of nice.
Remember there was like a dead squirrel we all kept
That's
kept
here.
checking out. Here too. Yeah, dead
There
squirrels
was
just
a
follow
flat
us.
squirrel that we would watch for months.
The
as it
Dead
slowly
Squirrel
disappeared.
Society.
The dead squirrel scrolls.
That flat squirrel, Kate, is. Thank
The
you
Dead
for
Sea
reminding
squirrels.
me
I
of
remember
that.
the
That
flat
was
squirrel.
so interesting. It was a completely flat squirrel. There's no other way to.
It just kept
describe
getting
it.
flat.
And it had
It was
tire
like a
tracks.
cartoon.
It had tire tracks on
Literal
it,
tire
and
track.
we'd
Really?
watch it disappear
Sorry if
slowly
this is
for
gross
months.
for folks, but yeah, it was really. It was,
Oh, grow up.
you know.
And that's our office.
For months, yeah, we would watch
Not
it get
you,
flatter
Elliot.
and
Grow up to
become
the audience.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, no. I'm saying grow up. Don't. If you think that's gross, grow up.
Flats
Squirrels get flat
McSquirrel.
sometimes.
yeah.
Flats McSquirrel. We watched him over 3 months.
Rascal
slowly that's better. Become part of
pavement.
the road.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, he did.
I remember the day he
And
was
now
finally
he's fully
gone.
part of the road.
For a while, he left his tail, and then he
One
was
day,
finally
Really?
son,
the tail.
I want to be part of the road. What does that mean, Dad?
I'll figure it out.
No. I know. Do you want to know, son? Yeah, tell me, Dad. Well, you throw my dead body out onto the highway, just like Daddy, and then you let those cars run me over until I come part of the road.
You think he was dead before he got tossed?
I
in
sir,
front?
I
you
hope
think his
so.
son tossed his father squirrel's dead
It's a
body? into
tradition in the
alley?
Flatman's
Yeah,
home.
You're right.
I mean, I'm sure he signed an advance directive, which some people do when they know they're going to pass. And he's like,
Let's-
look, I don't
yeah.
want to be kept on life support. Throw me out
I want to be
on the road.
I want to
Yeah.
be part of the road.
death
Like-
rituals vary from culture to culture, and this is just one more example of that.
Now it says here in your grandfather's will, you guys have all taken care of the monetary stuff, right? There's just one last thing here.
Yeah.
What is it?
You guys, I know that you're trying to figure out what to do with his body right now because
Yeah, we were thinking
conflicting
there's
reasons.
cremation. We were talking about burial.
Right, and I know that
donation to science.
Christine said that he wanted to be cremated, but I know Joey said that
Yeah.
he wanted to be buried.
And quite honestly, it's starting to tear us apart a little bit. We don't
Well-
know
Whatever
what
you
we're
want,
gonna do.
whatever you guys want.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm done. I'm done.
Well, I think I have the solution here, everybody, because
Okay.
right here in his last will and testament, it says he wants to come part of the road.
How did we miss that?
What? Say
It's
that
a-
again. What is it? What are the, what's the exact verbiage?
Sorry, it says
We should make sure we get it right.
I, Archibald Flatman
McSquirrel.
McSquirrel. This is a flashback to when he wrote it.
Yeah.
Decree that when I am free the mortal coil, that my corpse, my dead body, my skeleton and skin come part of the road.
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 So you gotta make him come part of the road. That's what happened to that squirrel. He came part of the road.
And he's still there.
God bless him. He
He's
part of the
there?
road. Well, he's the road now.
Is he
Oh,
still
he's the
there?
road.
He's not still
He's
there.
there
can't-
forever.
that
squirrel
can't
is
find
the
him.
road.
Spirit for sure.
He
yeah.
disappeared in the fall. The
Sometimes
leaves
I walk
covered him
by.
up.
I go chill.
Do you know,
Guys.
you know when you
I
have
feel
like you have a countertop and it's maybe like square tiles and there's little like grout, you know, and you
Yeah.
got the lines and
Yeah,
sometimes
the
you just
grout.
can't get that last little bit of
Yeah.
food out of the lines. It's been there forever.
That's
There's-
Archibald.
There's Archibald Flats the
He
squirrel.
come part of the ground.
He's just part of the grout of the road now. He's in
part of the
between a
grout.
couple
He
pebbles
part of
there.
the grout.
He ain't going anywhere.
No, he's not even a squirrel anymore. He is that road.
Yeah.
He's a part of that road.
Squirrel Alley.
It's a great story.
Yeah.
It's truly beautiful.
Does anybody have a topic?
Yeah, well, I wanted to do something kind of
Thank you, Kate.
special
Thank you.
because I've never done this before, and I've never really shared like demos of things that I'm working on.
Is this your music?
But yeah, I the other day when we were shooting a hot take, I had my guitar because
show.
there was a guitar. Great show, really fun concept.
Really neat.
Really neat. Says Tube Filter.
Yes.
Quote, really neat. But we were shooting and I had my guitar because I was going to come in and play some guitar stuff. And in between takes, I came up with this song and we were just all singing it and it was annoying the fuck out of everybody because it's like really maybe one of the most annoying pieces of music I might have ever come up with. But we realized that it ended up being about peanut butter. Like we're in this weird zeitgeist. I don't know
Peanut
if the
butter
zeitgeist
phase.
is the right word, but we're in this weird zone with peanut butter right
Peanut
now.
butter's a fun word to say.
I
Peanut
mean-
butter.
But I just don't understand. I mean, sure, it's a fun word to say, but why? I mean, there's a lot of fun words to say. Murder.
Get the hell out of here. Murder butter.
It rolls right off your tongue.
Murder.
Murder butter.
Murder.
Murder is not an easy word.
Murder.
Murder.
I think anyone could learn
Lot of
that
work.
word, and that's the beauty of it.
How's that look, detective? Well,
You
we
can,
scoured the whole scene. It's all marked off, but there's murder butter everywhere.
Murder butter.
well, our search has brought us here to this road out in the middle of nowhere, but it seems like we are tipped off incorrectly because we don't see no body out here. Wait a minute.
What is that?
What's that? Oh, man. Well, looks like Joey come part of the road. Anyway, so... yeah, we've been coming up with all these songs about peanut butter. We came up with that mid-afternoon peanut butter spoon song, and then Joe has like a rap that he's working on about.
No, it's done. If you do yours, I'll do mine.
Okay, great. So Joe's got some rap that he's been working on for a while about peanut butter and jelly.
It's so stupid.
And it's like I realize like we're just coming up with all these peanut butter and jelly themed things. So like maybe we could do like a little album about peanut butter and jelly. And to make me accountable for it,
You call it an EPB.
oh, EPB and J.
No, well, you called it peanut butter and the
No,
jams.
PB and jams.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But
PB and Jams. The EP.
the EP,
The EPP.
the EP. Yeah, PB. The
PB
EP,
and Jams.
The
The
EPB.
EBP.
The EPB.
The EPB. Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, so here's the song I've been working on, and it's nowhere near finished. And
You
this
guys
is
are in
gonna
for a
ma-
treat. You guys are in for a real treat.
It's gonna make me accountable for it because I just like fucking picked up my guitar literally on Friday, and I sat over here with the Zoom and the mic, and I just laid it down and did all the vocals over here too, which must have sounded insane to people outside of the room. But
I gotta get my track.
Joe, do you remember hearing me recording this the other day?
I heard you making sounds, and I thought you were doing a
public
public
domain.
domain art theater. Yeah. I was like, sweet, he's doing another public domain.
Yeah, no, it's just really weird like that. But anyway, so without further ado, this is the demo for, and Joe, I hope you pay attention to this because I really would like you to hear this.
Many layers to it.
There's a lot of layers. Yeah, there's a lot.
Oh my god.
I like my layers.
I love this.
I'm a layer boy.
I'm listening. I'm in. I'm trying to get the track for the one that.
Okay, so anyway, without further ado, here's the demo for a song called, man, it doesn't even have a name, Untitled Peanut Butter Song.
Creamy.
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 It's pleasant.
Thank you.
I've got peanut butter on my foot. Peanut butter on my foot. I've got peanut butter on my butt. Peanut butter on my butt. Peanut butter here and peanut butter there. Peanut butter in my underwear. Peanut butter here and peanut butter there. Peanut butter in my grandma's chair. I've got peanut butter on my hand. I've got peanut butter on the sand. Peanut butter here and peanut butter there. Peanut butter in my grandpa's chair. Peanut butter here and peanut butter there. Peanut butter just about everywhere. Peanut butter there and peanut butter here. Check in your underwear, that's where it is. Put your hand in your pocket, better be peanuts. There better be peanut butter in there. I've got peanut butter on my foot. Peanut butter on my foot. I've got peanut butter on my butt. Peanut butter on my butt. Peanut butter here and peanut butter there. Peanut butter everywhere and where. Peanut butter in your daddy's car. Peanut butter in the place that's far. Peanut butter in the shopping mall. Peanut butter just about everywhere and all. Peanut butter in that creepy cave. Peanut butter will be here to stay.
Here to stay.
There it is.
Wow. I'd like to propose one thing.
Okay.
A saxophone solo.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Like Kenny G, like
Wow.
saxophone solo.
That is such a good idea.
Do you, if I can get a saxophone, I'll play it for you. I play saxophone.
What is that? What is that? A brass?
No, you left that out in the
I
whole
got that
beginning of
trumpet.
the podcast.
I got that
huh?
trumpet in the other
It's
room.
important. Oh, Joe on the trumpet.
Oh
bad.
man, Joe, yeah.
Yeah.
Would you do that?
Yeah, man.
Would you add your
Just
trumpet
some-
stylings to the song?
Like a little interlude, like it just needs to build and build to complete like unnecessary.
I appreciate the way that it becomes a southern twang, sort of like it eases into it.
Yeah.
I would say if you're recording any more vocal tracks, why not more accents? Why not more?
Oh,
why not make
sure.
it? Dare I say, maybe this peanut butter song could be a little bit more diverse, and so you could offer a lot of.
I think that's a
lot of
great idea.
Maybe some Australian,
Yeah.
something cultural.
I mean, I thought you were going to go in the direction of like, this is kind of a country song.
it kind of is, yeah. So if you wanted it to be that, then
Yeah, because I've never
then
made
maybe
a country
you lean
song.
into that. You could lean.
Yeah,
you could,
I would love to lean into that. That gives me a whole new perspective of the piece because it's like, if we're making a country song here, then I want some twang,
yeah.
baby.
But now then that saxophone and everything might be.
Yeah.
Dude,
Was that a ship? Was that a
Excuse me.
ship on the seas, the high seas?
No, it's it's the brass.
It makes you picture. Like you were painting a picture in my mind with that crazy ass song you just played. I saw a little cherub boy in overalls. He had a straw hat on. He had no shirt, so it was like, and it was the bottom of his pants were frayed. He was barefoot.
No
he
eyes.
had his
No
yeah,
eyes.
absolutely no.
Peanut
Had
butter
his
where his
hands
eyes-
in his pockets, and he was just singing that song.
But he had peanut butter for eyes, like eyelids closed over.
Peanut butter there, peanut butter in my underwear.
You know what, Joe? Everybody who hears it pictures something different. When Owen pictured it, Elliott pictured a similar thing, which was if there was ever going to be a music video for it, it would be like someone completely covered in peanut butter, obviously.
Yeah.
It's you completely covered.
Yeah. I mean, if it's me,
I pictured
whatever.
you walking down the beach, kicking up sand with completely
like
head to
just
toe
covered in
peanut butter.
Just
yeah.
walking around and like trying to pay for
and like
things.
watching the sunset, like
Yeah.
just taking a moment for yourself.
Do you think birds would just start attacking you?
Probably, yeah.
I would keep filming.
Definitely
So
birds would
good.
start landing
Yeah.
on
That'd
you.
be so
That'd be
good.
a fun
You're right.
shot to
If
start
it
getting
didn't,
attacked by
dogs.
birds.
hurt, you can make a safe word. But if
Imagine.
it doesn't hurt, I'd like to keep filming.
We'd have to we'd have to rent a van where we have all the peanut butter, and then we'd have to park
We
it as
need
close to the beach as
industrial
possible.
size
So I got
peanut butter.
I got another pitch.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
a single shot. It's
Let
probably
me play the music while you say it.
Peanut butter
It's a single
here.
shot, so we're gonna have to turn that down. It's like maybe your clavicle up. You're staring straight down the barrel of the camera. Like great.
Sure,
There's like
sure.
a ring light, so
Like
we can see
goatee.
yeah, we can see
That
the
goatee.
color
Yeah,
of his
that's
irises
nice.
of his eyes. Right.
That's a good example.
And you're singing this the whole time, and you bring up with one hand this big jar of peanut butter, right?
Mm-hmm.
No brand, just a jar, maybe a mason jar, a huge mason jar, and you've got a spatula, and the whole time
Artisan
you're just
peanut butter.
staring down. Yeah, the type that you have to make stir up a little bit, because the oil's on the top, and you're slowly just taking it out while you're singing and painting your whole face,
God.
hair,
Just slowly
shoulders,
with
and
peanut
clavicle.
One take.
But you end the painting, you get it all done way sooner than you would expect. You think this is going to go on for the whole music video? You're done with that part by
It
like
happens
halfway
really
through.
quickly.
But then the camera starts to just slowly pull out.
Oh, I love
and
that.
we
I see where this is
see
going.
that you've already painted the rest of your body with peanut butter, and you are covered and naked, head to toe, peanut butter, and then you get to a full-on wide shot of you standing there, and then you just start walking towards the camera, finishing out the song.
Dude,
Dun,
I thought
dun,
you were.
dun,
Dude,
dun,
can
dun,
I
dun.
suggest something very similar, but instead of walking towards
No.
the camera, it passes. Great. Anyway,
Can I
Elliot, do you have a
suggest
topic?
I was gonna say similar to Joe's, just to add to it. But if you were to also memorize the pronunciation of the song backwards, and then
and the
play
whole
it
video is played forwards.
in one shot.
Oh, I love it!
Wait,
We're
wait.
David Lynch in this bitch.
Oh, adding on to Elliott's then, keeping
Yeah.
the walk. At the end
No,
of it,
no, take the
you
walk
stop.
away.
No, at the end of it, you stop. Because you stare at the camera again. Camera comes in close to your face again, and then it does the thing where it just tracks around to the back side of you, and then pulls out wide again, and we see you stopped right in front of a woman covered in jelly. And then you guys just
And it's like a beautiful
embrace.
love story. Yeah. Okay, listen, can I suggest something that now that you've ruined my potential idea because I think that's better?
What if she's covered in ham and they walk away from each other like, well, we tried. Guess we're
Listen,
not gonna find
my
anything."
idea was
doomed to
my idea
loneliness.
was wow, okay. Well, I'm just pulling that hair out that was on there, and now I'm sorry I did that. Anyway, Joe, instead of me walking towards the camera covered in peanut butter, you go full out and you see that I'm covered head to toe in peanut butter the same exact way, but then the camera moves this way and there's a massive like body-sized canvas. And I just run and smash my body into it, and then all of these other people come out in jelly and peanut butter, and they all start smashing onto the canvas, and then we just have this like piece of art in the middle of the room when the video ends.
I love that. That's so fun.
Yeah.
And then we auction it off.
Yeah, we do it all slow-mo, so everyone's like running covered in peanut butter, like jumping onto the canvas, and then you get the shots of like the peanut butter splattering
I love that,
off
actually.
of the
A
canvas.
lot.
I really want to make this.
Are we gonna hang the art in the office permanently?
Absolutely. Yeah, it would probably rot and be disgusting. We'd have to figure out a way to seal the
Yeah.
food onto the canvas.
Put a little get like a deck, like
Decoupage.
Oh man.
Very good.
Anyway.
Seal it.
So that was my sharing.
I love it. I
That was
love
my
it.
topic.
So
Thank
That's
you.
good.
That's track 2 behind Peanut Butter Spoon.
Yeah, man.
And then
Peanut butter
I'll-
spoon needs to be.
I'll have track 3.
My
Do you have it? Do you want to play it?
I could. I'd have to like live perform this thing. There could be mistakes. I'll do it. I sent you the track.
Do you want to do it?
I'll give
do
it a
it.
shot. It's the type of thing where
Why
I'll probably
not?
lose my breath.
Okay, so this is the track.
So this track is called Little Spiders, and Darren sent it to me one day. He's like, "Dude, I had this sitting around. Will you just
Oh,
like,
Darren created this.
the track?"
And
it's
then
like,
you made.
"Will you
put
just
words to
make
it.
something for it?" And this is kind of what came from it. So play it for a second because I got to remember where I came in with the
Okay,
lyrics.
here we go. I'm gonna play it from the start.
Okay, yeah. I think this is where I start. Here I go. I got the PB and the J, the PB and the J. Don't care what people say, I got the PB and the J, the PB and the J, the PB and the J. I eat it every day, I got the PB and the J. I got that funky, chunky, crunchy, and I eat it in a jiff. I need it skippy, so please hit me with that chunky on my lips. My Peter Pan will never land and make a plop upon the ground. I love the thicky, sticky, icky, cause you know I eat the brown. My nutty buddy drives me nutty when we spoon and it's obscene. My body getting naughty with the crunch and with the cream. It's fitting that it's getting in 3 meals throughout the day. Peanut butter is the king, and my PB needs some J. Now I'm jamming on my jelly, and my jelly jams are tight. Preserving what I'm serving, and I'm serving jam tonight. There's boys and berries, and it's scary just how love I the smuck. The blue, the black, the ding, the ding. Go back, shit! Go back. That's the tough part. This is so
Okay.
good.
Do you want me to bring it back, or you start from the top?
Not from the top, just go back a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, here it comes.
Wow, you know where we're at?
It's when the music changes. And my jelly jams are tight. Preserving what I'm serving, and I'm serving jam tonight. This boys and berries, and it's scary just how much I love the smuck. I love the straw, the ras, the blue, the black, and don't forget the huck. Apricot up in the squishy. The fruit is so delicious. Put it into bed on bread and give a peanut butter kissy. Now it's time to open wide and consummate away. There's nothing left to say. The PB got the J. The PB and the J. The PB and the J. Don't care what people say, I got the PB and the J. The PB and the J. The PB and the J. I eat it every day. I got the PB and the J. I got the PB and the J. And that's it. That's all I got.
Oh my god!
That's so
It's so good.
it's like it's too good for what.
Yeah, we're like making an
what
album.
it is. Yeah,
I
it's
wanna-
really, really good.
I wanna point
both
out
of them are, and mid-afternoon
Wow.
peanut butter spoon.
Yeah, they're
obviously.
so
And they're
weird.
different.
They're different. They're
Yeah.
weird and they're fun.
Can I?
They're also like this is not whatever, but we do so few things that are actually family friendly.
I know.
This is nice. This is
I'm
feels
gonna
cool.
I'm gonna pat myself on the back with a couple lyrics here because you
Okay.
might not have.
Dude, the
caught
peanut
'em.
butter kissy or whatever was one of my favorite lines.
The lyrics
Yeah,
have to
me
come
too.
up. The lyrics have to come up on
Yeah,
the screen
yeah.
because one of the lines is "This boy's in berries and it's scary," but it's "This boy is in berries and it's scary."
In berries,
so
like
this boy's in
embarrassed.
berry.
This
like
boy is in berries
Boys
and
in
it's
berry.
scary.
I turned into boys in berries. This boy is in berries. I love that line. And then I also apricot up in the squishy makes me
I love
happy.
that.
Apricot.
Apricot up in the squishy.
Oh golly.
And then I really love Now It's Time to Open Wide. And consummate away is consume-mate away. So it's consummate, but like with eating.
Read this. Yeah, I want
I'm
the
like now I'm
kissy.
picturing you like with a chalkboard behind you, being like, "And this is actually."
It's that
this
gif with all
connects
the
here.
numbers.
It's
Yeah.
like the
stuff.
best one that I think I've ever wrote. And I love it. What's the other good one? What would you say?
I want that kissy.
Oh, the
Give-
peanut butter kissy?
Yeah,
Well,
that's
that's
a
at the end. That's when they come together. So it's I love the straw, the rasp, the blue, the black, and don't forget the huck. Apricot up in the squishy. The fruit is so delicious. Put it into bed on bread and give a peanut butter kissy.
Wow.
Bad and bread. Yeah, it's.
So
good.
I've been meaning to get over to Darren's. We're gonna record this, and he's gonna make it super awesome with
That's
me.
so
He's
good.
gonna super produce it.
All
I
right,
think,
hand me your guitar. I wrote a ballad about
About peanut
about
allergies.
crunchy peanut butter.
I want to write a peanut allergy song
Oh, that could be Elliott.
where it's like a real sad, like,
I was in,
I can't eat peanuts.
I was in Target this weekend, and I went down. I saw the aisle of Oreos, and I went over to it, and it was like, I was like, I wonder if they have the peanut butter Oreos. And I went over, and they did, and I touched it, and I went to grab it, and I put it back, and then I grabbed it again, and then I put it back completely sincerely, and no one saw, but I was like an actual moment of like, no, I'm not gonna buy don't buy the peanut butter Oreos. No, I will buy. No, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna. And I walked away like feeling really good about myself, like that. Like really, like I had control over my my urges, and yeah, I love that stuff so much. Anyway, that's the end of this.
Wow.
I love
it.
the idea of what's probably still in your cart. Like there's just like 7 bottles of Jack. There's like 4
It was
things of
it was
ice cream.
scissors, a stapler. It was exactly. It wouldn't have
All these other vices.
Yeah, it's like, but no, the peanut butter Oreos.
Yeah,
That's where I draw the
Not today,
line.
Elliott Morgan.
Can I
Yeah.
suggest something so big that it cannot be contained in simply an idea? It just must be done.
Okay.
Joe, Elliott, Kate, audience, but more Joe, Elliott, and Kate. What if we really put a schedule down for this peanut butter thing and we do like 2 videos, whatever the songs are, and then one of the songs on the album is an epic rap battle collaboration, and it's crunchy versus creamy.
I would just say, let's just double check that that's never been done before.
Can you check and see if that's never been done before?
How do
Epic
I
rap
do that?
battle?
How do I do that?
Just type in epic
can
rap
I-
battles peanut butter.
On what? What do you mean by type? What?
Huh? What do you
I'm
mean?
very confused.
I think
How do
I'm
you
following.
check things if they've happened before?
Joe's being so funny.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
I was
know.
like,
I think you caught up a little later than I did, but I was like, I hate this. I was like, if you guys really were all on board, you could make me feel insane, and I started to feel trapped.
dude, that's
Please let me produce this album.
Yeah, but I
I'm
mean,
so
like,
sorry.
Yeah,
shouldn't
it
we
needs to
shouldn't
be-
we reach out to the epic rap battle guys and be like, guys, if you've never done crunchy versus creamy, then we can collaborate on it. Joe, you can be one of the rappers. What if we got like Watsky to be the other one or something?
I'm done for all that. I think we should
Imagine
do
a
it and then
collaboration.
not say anything about it after this podcast and drop all of it at one time.
Yeah.
We just did 2.
Peanut butter.
Here's a video or album.
Have they
another
done
video.
it?
No. Well, I don't.
He
think
got
so.
distracted. He's just checking his email.
I'm just looking up smooth versus chunky peanut butter rap, and
Just wanna-
nothing's
Dude,
come up.
I'm
A Smosh
telling
thing
you,
came up.
imagine that. Like, and imagine this, because Joe is like
Old
a
school.
really good like lyricist. Like Joe, you have like really great poetry and then like really complex rap lyrics and stuff. And then the epic rap battle guys are like so fucking good and so fucking funny. So imagine a collaboration between those guys and Joe, and then say like a Watsky or something.
Yep.
Like imagine that.
Love it.
That could be fun.
Come on,
I like your
kids!
excitement.
I mean, this is a big deal. Everybody loves peanut butter and jelly, unless you're allergic to it. But you realize the love of peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah, you just can't have it.
It's a phenomenon.
Yeah.
Phenomenon.
Yeah, this could be a big deal. Anyway, sorry, I'm excited about something. Who's next?
My topic is also or Valley folk referential, I guess. And I was just going to mention and reiterate the response that we've gotten.
Sorry to cut
following-
you off, Elliot. We have to do ads. Just kidding. No, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm
It's
sorry.
very funny.
I'm sorry.
No, it's funny. It's funny. Rudeness is funny. Listen, so we mentioned the goal thing for Patreon and the 5,000 and then me dyeing my hair. And then I didn't think that would ever happen. And it seems to be not happening anytime soon, but there's momentum.
People have
and I'm
responded.
very scared. Yeah, I'm very nervous. And I'm
You have
excited. And this is also half a ploy to get people to sign
You
up.
have a caring
but-
audience. Can I add to how you'll figure out what that is? And this would also, I think, help push the Patreon a little bit. Is that it should be you can do a voting system on our Patreon.
Yeah.
So we'll scour the comments to see what are the most popular for.
You
what
can do a
you're-
voting system?
Yeah, that's how we did shirts in the
The
past.
poll.
The poll. So we'll
Gotcha,
do a poll
gotcha.
on our Patreon. So you have to be part of the Patreon to vote,
To be
and
involved.
it'll be. So when we hit that number, the colors will be on that. But
That's a good idea.
Piggybacking
Yeah.
onto that, though, I was going to say you have a very caring audience.
They're going to make me look cool.
A lot of them are just like, let's have them dye it what it is.
Yeah, or like, which is really, 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 really funny.
It's very
if there
cute.
was a group of people that like skewed the results to make that happen, and I just dyed my hair
Dude, I'm
dark brown.
I
it
mean,
would look
you
really
could-
weird.
dude,
It might
I'm
I
look-
mean,
pushing
you
for
could do it.
That might be one of
it
the
would
worst
just be
options.
super sad.
Dude, I'm gonna
Yeah.
be.
It'd look weird.
I'm gonna putting signs on lawns. I'm campaigning for stark white, man. I'm going
That
like white.
Yeah.
well,
yeah.
as someone that dyes their
Gray.
hair, I don't know
Is that
because to
possible?
get white, you'd have to bleach your hair.
You have to do a
and
lot, right?
Does your hair grow fast?
It does grow very
I
fast.
realized. Then you're okay.
Yeah.
But I was like, whatever's on your head's ruined.
No, it goes pretty fast. I'll be
Okay.
all right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
But
pushing for
then,
white.
if we get to 10,000, Steve
Frosted
has to
tips.
shave his
Yep.
his hair and his face.
Whatever's on your hair is ruined is something I heard a lot as a child.
On your head.
Whatever your hair is on.
Is that what I
is
said? He
ruined.
has to shave his hair and his head or
No,
something?
she said whatever's on your hair is ruined after you dye it,
Oh, yeah.
which
Yeah,
means
'cause
you
it
have to
strips
let it grow out,
Yeah.
essentially.
It
Which
makes it
is traumatizing
brittle.
for me because like I have.
Yeah, you have
hair.
blue hair.
Yeah, I
our
forgot that
listeners.
like
Oops.
his hair is not my length.
Right.
Yeah.
Uh,
You're okay.
You
Your
would have
hair
to-
has stayed pretty blue.
Yeah,
since the
no,
time
this
you've
isn't
done it.
going away.
Really? It's
No.
This
cool.
is your hair now
It's
forever.
the
my-
same color as your eyes.
Yeah, it matches my eyes, but blue stains your hair, and so I'll have this until I have to dye over it.
Really?
Until
But
you
like
dye.
red tones wash out. So if you dyed your hair pink, it'd wash
It
out.
all comes down to the
which is
pigment
why
that
our
you
hair
use.
fades so fast. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And what did you have for lunch yesterday? What was the last thing you
when
had?
was-
road squirrel.
Should we do ads?
It was chicken
Yes.
nuggets.
Road
Ooh, I'm
squirrel.
excited about the ads.
Me
Everybody.
too. I hope you guys really participate in this fun game of Elliot getting his hair color changed because this is a really fun thing for us.
Will
Hey,
it be
come-
like an
It's
out
also-
yonder if we go
Oh,
do
we'd
it?
make.
Yeah.
Con- oh,
Or are we gonna
we
do it
would
in an
make
office?
Content.
I'd probably bring either do an out yonder or bring my guy in
Bring
who
your
I go
guy
who
in.
I've gone to like so many years, which
That'd be
also
nice
sounds-
because then we could set up. Yeah.
Can we
Yeah.
also just touch on the fact and give Elliot a compliment for this that this is a big deal to you.
It is a big deal.
This
to him.
isn't like
yeah, but also job security
This
too.
was-
Yeah.
So
But, like-
job security is a slightly bigger deal.
like he don't mess with the hair stuff very often.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Once
yeah.
every
You're-
5 years.
All right, here's some music for you if you want to do an ad to some music, Joe.
Let me pick.
Do you know which one you're doing?
I do,
Steve?
but why don't you go first, Elliot?
Yeah, I think so. I'll
Yeah.
have to look at the three of them again and then remember what Joe said.
I'm very excited
There we
about
go.
this. I didn't know. I thought this. I'm very excited about this. I thought the sponsor had already passed us previously, but fortunately they hadn't. And I'm here, guys, to talk to you today about a little product called Blowfish for hangovers. Everyone has some hangover routine that they swear by, but there's only one the FDA actually agrees with. Ladies and gentlemen, please meet Blowfish. Blowfish is the only hangover product with a formulation that's recognized by the FDA as safe and effective. No need to plan ahead since hangovers are rarely something we plan for because it works in about 15 minutes. So you just drop 2 Blowfish tablets in water and you drink up, and then when the fizzing stops. It's a combination of aspirin and caffeine.
Aspirin.
But the magic is effervescence, so it works twice as fast as regular pills and is much, much gentler on your stomach. Plus, it's got a money-back guarantee. Bottom line, no reason not to try it, and you should have this in your medicine cabinet. Why is it named Blowfish? Because they tested it, and that's the only name hungover people could remember. So remember it. Blowfish.
Is that true?
That's very
That's
fun.
so funny.
Okay, so excuse me. Right now, they're offering listeners of the Valleycast 20% off at 4hangovers.com/Valleycast. That's 4hangovers.com/Valleycast for hangovers.com/Valleycast. And it's the best-selling hangover remedy, and I used it, and
I
I
was going to
ran
ask
out.
you,
I'm
what did
gonna
it
get more.
taste like? Did you enjoy
It's like
the taste?
citrusy.
Oh, good. It's like those
It's
old-
not like you don't drink it. You wouldn't drink it for fun, but it has a medicinal taste
Yeah.
to it. And then the caffeine and the aspirin does take effect in literally 5 minutes, and
Cool.
it's very fun. And yeah, I used it in Florida a little bit, and it's a fun one. It's a very quick like, oh, okay, we're back. It's also fun even if you just don't have a hangover at all. I always started taking them just before shows and stuff to get energy, and that was really nice
Oh,
too.
it's like a little boost, little
Yeah,
boost.
but what do
Okay.
you have to talk about, Jay?
Hey, I want to talk about Upstart.com.
Wait, let me do a different song.
Why don't you just bring it right up and it'll naturally come under me. As most of us have found out the hard way, getting into debt is easy. Getting out is hard. That is true. That's a bane of my existence, especially if your FICO score ain't great. Thankfully now there's Upstart.com, the revolutionary lending platform that knows you're more than just your credit score and offers smarter interest rates to help you pay off high-interest credit card debt, which is something that helps in like the world of post-college, right, Kate?
Yeah.
Yeah, says Kate. Upstart goes beyond the traditional
With a
FICO
smile, do it again.
score.
With a smile. With a smile.
Yeah.
We'll dub it over. Which then,
Upstart
We'll
goes
make her smile in
beyond the
post.
traditional FICO score when assessing your credit worthiness. They actually reward you based on your education, Kate, and job history, Kate, in the form
You're
of
welcome,
a smarter
Kate.
interest rate.
Kate.
Upstart believes you're more than just your credit score. They believe in you, and they understand that. They make it fast, simple, and easy to check your rate in just a few minutes without affecting your credit score. That's dope.
Whoa.
That's a weird anxiety we all live with. The best part, once the loan is approved, most people get their funds the very next business day. The next day. That's efficiency. Over 200,000 people have used Upstart to pay off credit card student loans, fund their wedding, or make a large purchase. Fund their wedding. Kate, free yourself from the burden of high-interest credit card debt by consolidating everything into one monthly payment with Upstart.
That's the last time we fund your wedding, Kate.
See why Upstart is ranked #1 in their category with over 300 businesses on Trustpilot, and hurry to upstart.com/Valleycast to find out how low your Upstart rate is. Checking your rate only takes a few minutes and won't affect your credit. That's upstart.com/everybody Valleycast. Thank you. Good music choice, Steve. I appreciate it.
Thanks,
that was
man.
nice, yeah.
I was trying to pick something nice. Hey, guys. It's your pal Steve here. Doing an ad for you. You're going to love this because here's how it goes. When you need red wine at 4 p.m., sushi at 9 p.m., a breakfast burrito at 8 a.m., and ibuprofen at 10 a.m., Postmate it. That's right, guys. Postmates is your personal food delivery, grocery delivery, whatever kind of delivery service all year round. Anything you're craving, Postmates can deliver. They're the largest on-demand network in the U.S. and offer free delivery from all the restaurants. Offer delivery from the restaurants. Wow, that needs to be redone, I think.
Say it again.
Anything you're craving, Postmates can deliver. They're the largest on-demand network in the U.S. and offer delivery from all the restaurants, grocery and convenience stores, and traditional retailers you could possibly want or need. That's right, guys. 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, Postmates will bring you what you need within the hour. No more trips to the store. You don't even have to know where the store is. Postmates will deliver anything to you. Download the app for iOS, Android for free. Browse local restaurants and businesses and track your delivery in real time. So, guys, for a limited time, Postmates is giving our listeners $100 hairs. That's $100.
I zoned out, and when you said, I was like, "What are they doing?"
A bag of $100 hairs. That's right. Postmates is giving our listeners $100 of free delivery credit for your first 7 days, guys. 7 days of $100. You do the math. To start your free deliveries, download the app and use the code Valleycast. That's code Valleycast for, now listen carefully, $100 of free delivery credit for your first 7 days when you download the Postmates app. Anything you need, anytime you need it, Postmate it. Download Postmates and save with code Valleycast.
Get it up!
Wow!
Do you guys realize this podcast, if my math serves me correct, will be the next public podcast that goes up on Wednesday
Next week.
will be the first after the premiere of Bring the Funny.
The
So this will be actually
show.
No,
you're
you're wrong.
Am I?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're wrong.
shit.
The
Are
one
you
that's
sure?
going to be
Right before.
Yeah.
It's
it's
No,
not-
yeah,
When's
this
the-
one's the one before. This is
Yes.
the last one that
Oh,
will
you
go
mean
before.
publicly?
Oh, but you know
Yeah.
what? For the next
Gotcha.
podcast
Is
we
that-
record, we should talk about whatever is shown in the first episode of the show.
We have a podcast that's going to go up after Bring the Funny.
Like right after it?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I edited it a while ago.
Maybe we'll
Or we
chat.
can
We'll
wait.
chat.
Yeah, we have to see
Might-
if that thing
maybe.
turned out.
Shuffle.
Wow,
Might
I'll
shuffle.
cut all of this.
Yeah.
Awesome.
No, this is fun. This is all good. But yeah, it's very exciting, and we look forward to
coming up.
y'all's responses. And thank you for
Dude,
watching.
it's so interesting. You've talked about calms before the storm within the company, but there's a calm before the storm with how this show is being marketed right now. Because like everybody on it got the thumbs up to go, hey, you can say you're going to be on the show. Use these assets that we made for you, and they sent us a folder, and we did. And since then, everybody's just kind of like stopped talking about
no
it a
one
little
knows.
bit. Nobody knows
it's
what to
scary.
say.
It's,
Yeah.
Well, because
We're in this like black hole.
you guys know how television production works. We've shot quite a bit, or a little bit, or enough, and we want to be able to say things about our experience, but we can't because we're legally.
Our experience is fun. It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Like-
that's the thing. It's like we want to say
excited.
things.
We're
We're too excited,
I'm excited.
and we don't know what to do. We feel like
It's
we're
tough.
held back a little bit.
Yeah.
I've seen the rehearsals and it's really fun.
Yeah. Kate and
Oh,
Kev
thank you,
helped
Kate.
us
Thank you, Kate.
I filmed them on my iPhone.
do the craziest stuff with like miming and talking about stage direction. Well, I'm hoping we can release some of those someday. Where
Yeah,
we're just
I have them all on my phone.
yeah,
so.
manic rehearsals. They're really fun.
To the point that you're making Joe of the
Joke Beretta.
Joke Beretta.
Thank
you. Joke Beretta from Brats and Beretta. The thing of like not talking, we're so used to just being like so transparent with everyone that it's almost a reflex to be overtly honest. And as a result, when guidelines or stipulations are put on what is typically, all-inclusive honesty, it's jarring, I believe, for us in some way, and it's a difficult balancing act that we're all on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you, Elliot. More joke.
More joke.
Kate, do you have a specific topic that you would like to talk about
Oh,
since we
man.
blindsided you with the podcast today?
No.
Well, then can I?
Blindsided with the top.
I'd like to parlay something into you.
On to me.
Onto you. What? So when Kevin was on here, and we've talked about this type of stuff before, but
Yeah,
I'm
what's that?
interested to get your opinion on it all.
Oh, no.
We all have our favorite productions and pieces that we've produced here at the
yeah.
Valleycast, and our favorite ones that we've worked on, which may or may not be the same thing. I'd like to ask you that question. What is, in your year and a half time with us now,
God.
been some of your highlights?
And if you don't have any, be honest.
Yeah.
I've hated everything I've
Yeah.
made here.
This might be the
All
first
of it.
ever fully only Valley Folk referential podcast that we've done. Between
Yeah.
talking with Kate and then, your stuff, the peanut butter,
Yeah.
Patreon, and now Bring the Fun. It's fun.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm gonna write that down.
What a combo.
Wow, we've changed so much, like on what we put out, like since we started. I really
Sorry,
miss
I'm
Out
writing this down.
Yonder.
That was your.
That's disgusting.
I'm writing.
Wow.
Sorry.
Wow.
I'm writing this down.
Wow. I think my favorite era was like, honestly, like, not the, was it this most recent fall or before? Yeah, like this most recent fall, the songs and
The second
Scuzz
songs.
Goes to the Puppet Strip Club.
Yeah. that was
Yeah.
so fun.
When we did a lot of off location shooting was amazing.
Yeah.
I missed that. Like,
Scuzz Goes to a Strip Club should have done so much
should've.
better. And I have still memories of that night being like, I think I'm the only person having fun here.
yeah.
And I
Yeah,
was having
well,
a great time.
You were having too
Well,
much
it
fun. We
was-
left you there.
I was on cloud
Yeah.
nine. I was playing blackjack with puppets and
Yeah.
drinking out of an
It
open
was
bar.
like-
It was
Yeah.
wonderful.
It was like 100 degrees outside and 95 inside.
And the power
and
went
then
out.
the power went out.
Everyone was
so
trapped
that's not
inside.
very fun.
Everyone was trapped inside underground.
Yeah, but we were
with
already
puppets.
and like it's so hot, like
But I was like,
unbelievably
How-
hot.
it was so surreal, and it just seemed like everyone went with it like it was the most normal inconvenience. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, of course, we went to the puppet party, we played blackjack in an open bar, and the lights went out.
And it's
everyone
hot
was
as fuck.
very just like, obviously, it's so stupid, but I was like, do you see yourself? Do you hear where
right,
you are?
right.
But also, everyone was tired too, so I
Yeah.
get it.
It was so much fun. I just had like a giant backpack on me and I was crammed into this tiny little
Yeah.
sweaty. I had like camera gears and tripods sticking out and I'm like trying to shove. Lee was like really uncomfortable at first. You could tell like
Yeah.
being the only one that brought a puppet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The weirdo
No one
that
came-
It's
brought
like
a
the
puppet.
girl
No,
wearing
like-
the
No,
band's
Fernesta was
t-shirt.
there.
Fernesta. Yeah. Yeah, but like, yeah.
Ernesto was there.
It ended up being like really fun, but it was like, and there was a power outage.
There was,
I remember that,
yeah.
and so she like it was her and Scuzz, and then they were just. crammed
and
in
I
this
think I
corner of
had
the
a
bar.
panic attack at
Yeah,
one point
yeah.
because I was just like, it's too fucking hot in here. I feel dehydrated. I gotta go.
You were certainly the
It
only
was
one
a
having
weird.
fun.
Yeah, I was
it was
right.
a weird night.
It was a
and
very strange
I was
night.
carrying
I don't-
Scuzz, and I
I've never had a memory where it's defined by, that was fun. I was the only one who had fun. That's
Yeah.
a unique
Yeah.
You were in a
You
different
were-
universe that
Uh-huh.
night.
Yeah.
I was like, has anybody seen? She like, has anybody seen Elliott? And then she's like, I left him my drink tickets, and we're just gonna go home now. Yeah, but I remember that I was carrying Scuzz at one point when Lee went to the bathroom, and I tripped on someone that was coming through the beaded curtains, and like almost like lost Scuzz, and they like kind of caught him and handed him back to me, and it was Josh Peck.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, thanks for my puppet.
Who was the guy that?
It was random people there.
Random, yeah.
Who was the guy with the dog that brought his dog in there, and he
Oh
was
my
like, "I'm the shit, so I can bring my dog." in
Harrison
here.
Ford.
No, it
Harrison
was
Ford
it
and
was
his
that
dog.
guy that like smashes his face into glass and he thinks it's funny.
Harrison Ford.
But yeah.
I forgot his name.
Anyways,
One of the Jackass
Steve-O.
guys.
Steve-O.
Steve-O,
Yeah.
that's who it was.
Just anything where you guys are playing different characters or we're off location. Those are always just
experiential
Being
stuff.
out of the
Experiential
office
stuff.
tends to
more
help.
out yonders would be great. And then I've honestly just had fun sitting in there while we're filming your show. It's
Yeah,
fantastic.
your show's
Yeah,
fun.
we have a
just
lot
fun.
of fun in there.
It's weird
So much
experimental
fun.
stuff.
It's a cage.
I've
It's
got
like
a video
hamster-
that I want to do
hamster cage.
called "The Valley Folk Try on Wedding Dresses."
Oh my god.
You can come in and help us do that one.
Okay.
Kate, do you want to get
I'm not
into
joking.
the giant sex sock with us when we try to fit as many people as we can into a giant sex sock?
It's not for Valley folk.
We are asking you for outside help.
It's a brand deal.
Outside of the company.
Brand deal.
Coca-Cola.
So you guys have seen this video where we all got it, where Elliott and I got into a sex sock, and then Joe and Lee joined us. And now what we want to do is we want to get as many people as we possibly can. What if we could get the
Yeah,
Try
we want to
Guys
see
in it?
how
This
many
is
people we
real?
can fit
Yeah.
into a sex
so
sock
confu-
without it.
Can I ask what a
Becoming
sex sock?
Yeah.
You didn't watch the video? You didn't watch Wishlist, Kate?
Oh, I didn't watch it. No.
I
I don't watch any of our content.
Don't worry. Most
I don't even
people-
watch what I make.
Yikes.
Yeesh.
Well-
All right. Well, thanks for listening to the podcast.
Thank you so
everybody.
Yeah, we're actually at a great point to stop.
Yeah.
Want to thank Kate for
Amazed with a
being
bad
here.
taste in my mouth.
Kate, please meet us after the podcast. We have some things to talk
But
about.
first watch Wishlist, and then we'll talk.
I'm gonna watch it out on time.
But yeah, thank you guys. I mean, we should
gonna
end
get
it. It's
in it.
fine. We don't have much more to say. We just want to do some fun shit in the future, and we're gonna make a bunch of awesome shit and bring the funnies coming. So we're going into like a real scary world, an exciting world with the channel. So we're just hoping to continue to entertain you all. And for those of you that have been listening and been like, I don't know who any of these people are. I don't know who Kate is. I don't know what you're talking about.
This part of the podcast, like I still have no idea what's going on.
Thank you for hanging
Right.
out.
Thank you for hanging out.
So this one could bring if I'm doing the math. Hold on. This one will be public when we're going to RTX. We're going to be in Austin
Yeah.
this weekend.
Yeah.
This weekend. So
Yeah.
we'll be doing a live podcast there.
Mhm.
We're doing a meet and greet. Come say hello, and we'll also just be exploring the city. So
That's going to be a lot of fun. I'm
Come
so
find
excited.
us.
I love Austin. I love the Rooster Teeth people. I've never been to RTX.
I've never
just
been
exciting.
to Austin. I'm so excited. Yeah, I'm so excited.
It's wonderful.
And I'm going from Florida to Austin. So yeah, it's gonna be so fun. It's gonna
Wonderful.
be hot.
All right, everybody. Well, listen. Thank you, Kate, for being our special
Thank
guest
you.
today.
Kate, what's your socials? How can people follow you?
I have an Instagram, and all my things the same. It's at just Caitlin, and I'll pop up how to spell. It's KAITLIN at just Caitlin.
Wonderful.
Hang on, let me write this down.
did you guys know that Caitlin broke our toilet and then fixed it, and none
I
of you
did.
noticed?
She did.
I think it's very
I did.
funny.
I
Nobody here
cracked up.
noticed.
Yeah.
I was like, that's perfect.
No.
I
it
took
was
a
very
picture
scary time in my life.
of the top of the toilet,
Mhm.
how it is right now,
Yeah.
and it's like there's that poopery,
Yeah.
and then there's like a Lysol spray, and then there's like glue.
Gorilla glue.
No.
Just can I ask one question?
Yeah.
In your mind, worst case scenario, who would get you in trouble? The guy who cut the wires to our internet, the guy whose girlfriend put 17 gallons of milk in the ceiling, Steve or Lee.
I'm taking note of all this.
We've all trashed this. We've trashed
Yeah,
Elemental
it
Play the
just
whole time.
it snapped in half in my hand, and I honestly just looked at it for a long time, really.
I've never heard of that.
And then
happening.
I don't know, it just
You've
left
never
a
heard of
little
the angry
nub.
poops? Kate had a case
I
of the
mean-
angry
Did I
poops.
tell
She wanted it gone.
But like I didn't know.
You just punched the back of the flush.
She wanted that poo to come
Everybody-
part the road.
Everybody had gone home, and it was like 5 p.m. and I'm just standing here like with the toilet handle in my hand,
Yeah.
and so I couldn't glue it back on with that.
Did it feel like a metaphor?
It popped upward,
Like
and so
we
you
can't keep our
couldn't-
shit together?
Yeah. So I
that's
just
nice.
started
Isn't that
going
nice?
through stuff, and I duct taped it down for a little bit. The little nub, I pulled it down
Yeah.
and duct taped it, and then I found the Gorilla Glue and like put the handle back on and was holding it.
Well, you did a great job.
And then I
Yeah.
forgot how fast Gorilla Glue dries.
Oh, it's
And so
insane.
my hand was momentarily glued to the
Oh
toilet,
my gosh, what a
and
good
like because
story.
it was billowing out, and I was like, "Oh, smooth it down; they won't notice."
This
and
is
then
like that
my
movie
finger,
72
and then I
Hours
went
with
like
James
that,
That's sweet.
and I was
You-
like,
no
"Oh,
one
fucking
cares.
shit!"
She doesn't have
No
an
one
arm.
cares if you broke the
Yeah.
toilet
Yeah,
handle.
I broke the
I'm
toilet.
sorry that you were kind of
But I
afraid
fixed
for a moment.
the toilet.
No, the craftsmanship is next level.
I mean,
Great
it
job.
definitely looks like it broke, but you did a great job putting it back together.
It's sad because the reason I was so scared is it wasn't because I broke the. I was like, this is the set of Trivia Bidet, and I broke it. That was
no,
the first
no,
thought
you're
was that
fine.
this is a set. This is a
One
working
day
set.
that toilet
And I
will be in the
snapped it.
Smithsonian.
That's the thing about Trivia Bidet. We don't use the flusher.
Yes, we certainly don't.
yet.
But it is a nice accessory.
Big
Guys,
bonus
thank
set.
you so much. Kate, thank you so
Thanks,
much.
Steve.
Joe, Elliott, thank you so much.
Thank you, Steve.
Thank
and
you, Steve.
audience listening, thank you so
Thank you,
much.
audience.
Thank you.
And
you.
I'm talking to two portions of the audience. One is the patrons. Thank you so much because you
Thank
get this
you
podcast before
so
anybody
lot.
else, and then you get access to the full video version as well.
And other fun exclusives and coupons on new merch, which
Yeah.
we have a new poster out now that is amazing. Go check it out.
And the peanut butter
By Benji
mid-afternoon peanut butter spoon T-shirt.
Which is what he
Yeah.
was just talking about, I think.
No,
right?
no, we have
Oh, it's different. Okay,
Yeah.
good,
The
good.
cartoon, the rainbow cartoon one.
the one that
Where
that
we
guy.
look-
Oh yeah, is that up in the shop already?
I bought it from
Son
him,
of a
and
bitch.
now it's for sale.
Well, I
Yeah.
want one. I'm gonna fucking buy one.
Yeah.
Well, guys, thank you, and also thank you to the non-patrons. We appreciate you as well.
Benji Campbell is the artist. Benji Campbell. Benjamin
Oh
Campbell.
yeah, nice.
There we go.
So yeah, but thank you guys so much for listening, and we'll catch you next time on the Valleycast.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye.
I love you.